Hey.
Once upon a time, not long ago, I was.
And I'm admitting it. I won't take it back because I did the shit.
Because I did the shit. I was like, my money. I want your money.
And was.
Shut up, my leg.
So.
That was freaking weak. Okay.
Anyway, hi.
Serious.
Welcome back to Review Miss with the Basic Chat with Alyssa, Danielle, and JORDIE C.
Ooh, why you putting on his After Dark voice? You remember the radio shows that had the After Dark? They be whispering.
Like, 102 Jams After Dark.
Ooh.
Oh, that sounded gross. I don't want to ever do that again in my life. Never again. But guys, guess what we're reviewing today? The energy. Wait, hold on. The energy ain't up for me. Guess what we're reviewing today? I'm hungry, y'all.
Okay.
I am hungry. I forgot to eat before we started filming. After this, I'm a munch.
Yeah, okay. I ate, so I'm extra energized.
I'm a munch. But anyways, we are reviewing Century of Love today with good old How and Off-Road.
Yes.
Oh my God.
This was by far top tier for me.
Yeah.
Top tier, can't be touched.
Century of Love was so good. Like, I love the growth from Love in Translation to Century of Love. It was just
the duality.
Delicious. Like, but we will get into it. We're gonna get into it.
Yeah.
So make sure you join the chat. Click the buttons. We'll give you 15 seconds because that's how long the intro is. Thank you. Let's go.
Bye.
Hell yeah.
Spill the tea.
Oh my great.
Join the chat.
Are y'all subscribed? If you're not, this message will self-destruct in 10 seconds. So
self-destruct? No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Might want to hit it.
Kidding.
But so I think reading the synopsis helps gather our thoughts. So I'm gonna go and find
and for people who haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
So you know.
It definitely like
what it's about.
Helps. Now, why open a whole new window? You could have just opened in a new tab. You extra. Anyways.
Because the Century of Love, they deserve their own spot.
Period. And do. All right. So Century of Love. San is faithfully devoted to his love. He has spent his life waiting for his lost beloved Wat to reincarnate from her death a century ago. But when the darkness of the night looms, not darkness of the night, he will be forcibly afflicted by the power of the Five Shades Stone. If he fails to find Wat within a century's time window, he will inevitably succumb to the tragic death for eternity. I mean, ain't death forever? I mean, it may not be, huh? Who knows? Reincarnation period.
In a story, it wouldn't forever.
Right. The final year of the century is about to end before the stone's power turns into his eternal curse. He meets V, a frivolous, charming Adonis. Who seems connected to his life.
Yo, wild.
Who wrote this? Oh, the source is open label. Open label, y'all funny. He said
y'all
Adonis.
Off-Road fan. He said Adonis.
No, period. As it should be. San is appalled by V at first sight. Damn, he was though.
Yeah.
But this unrelated boy is actually his beloved Wat, whom he has been anticipating for almost a century. Starring Off-Road and Tao, the best boys in the world.
They are amazing. I love them.
There's so much. Okay.
Let's get into it.
I'm just gonna say this. There's so much talent. Like, this is one of the most, I'm saying ship with quotations because my delusion, and I don't even think it's delusion to be honest at this point, but like
Yeah.
You know, ship. This is probably one of the most talented pairings that has come out of the like thaibl T-pop machine. Because, like, I mean, to be fair, they were T-pop before they were in the acting industry, but they're probably one of the most talented pairings to ever come out of the industry. Like, undeniably.
Acts, like chemistry, top tier. Y'all,
like,
they had a whole series written off of them just because of their chemistry. Like, what? And correct me if I'm wrong, but they're the first BL couple that's ever happened to, right?
I don't think there's any, like, I don't think there's any other, or I don't know if you know
like,
of a couple.
I don't know. Let me know.
Yeah, if you know of a couple that also had like a entire story written because of their chemistry, like, let us know in the comments. But I don't think
so. Like, just imagine your chemistry is so amazing that a writer was like, you know what? They're my next story. Like, what?
And then
y'all are going to star in it.
You're going to star in it. And then it's named Love in Translation. So he basically translated y'all's chemistry into this.
Like, what? What?
Just give me a moment, beat. Oh my God.
So y'all can't ever, y'all will never make me not ship them. Y'all will never make me not like DaouOffroad. Like,
no. Like, I uploaded a TikTok the other day talking about that. I was like, it's like the same with how people talk about.
What? Did you get cold? I heard a door. Okay.
It's the same how people talk. How people talk about like Beyonce, right? And how it's okay if you don't like her music, if you just not a Beyonce stan, that is fine. But objectively, you cannot. It is not truthful. You are not being truthful to yourself if you say that she is untalented. You just simply can't say that.
No, she's very talented.
You can't say that. You cannot like her as far as like an artist and stuff like that, and like it not be your taste.
Like, her music may not be for you,
right,
or whatever, but
you cannot say that woman is not talented. It is the same for DaouOffroad and Offroad. Like, you're lying. You're literally lying. Like, I don't understand. It's the same for DaouOffroad and Offroad. Like, you cannot say they're not talented. You cannot like them as like a ship, or you cannot like their series.
But you can't say they can't act.
You can't say they can't act. You can't say they can't sing and dance. You can't say they ain't funny. Like, it's just
like, what? You can't say none of that. If you say it, you're a hater.
You're actually a hater. Like if you told me like they're just not my cup of tea, it's like, okay, cool. If you said they can't do, like, you're a hater. You're a bona fide hater. Like, you literally.
You could say that the storyline, the series wasn't for you. And I'd be like, okay, cool. Because not everybody's into, like, reincarnation or, like, into, like, you know, magic, all that stuff. They're not into it. So I'd be like, okay, cool, whatever. But don't say they didn't act that series down. That'd be a lie. That's a whole lie.
Come on now. Let's be fucking for real. But anyways, moving on from the stand-up that is us to DaouOffroad and Offroad. As far as the series goes, I think that it was such an interesting series because we've seen like reincarnation series before and stuff. Yeah. But I think that I'm a sucker for things that is it bad to say that? I'm like a sucker for things that like could possibly not go the like tropey route of like everything becomes all right. Yeah. Like, I like when writers like mess with me and make me think like, oh my God, like they may not end up together. It may not end well. Like, and like, I'm genuinely on the edge of my seat. Like, oh my God, I want them, because it's like a lot of stories are so predictable. And you're like, oh, they're going to end up together. Oh, it's fine. Like, and so you're just there along for the ride.
You're just like, whatever.
Yeah, but with Century of Love, it was just like, I was like, I don't know. He might die and not come back.
He may not make it. No, because when she gave him that tiny little crystal of a rock, I was like, y'all, I don't know. I was like, I don't know.
She was...
I honestly loved her, even though she was so stupid. She was hilarious.
Oh my God, what was her name? What was her real name? Let me scroll. Damn.
Oh God, what was her new name after she was what?
I don't know. Hold on. She ain't even listed.
Child, she was listed. Funny.
Oh no, she is. Cookie. No, that's her real name.
That's crazy.
Her real name. Oh no, her name was Watfa.
Oh so yeah, that's it. That was her. She was that girl.
Was her like reincarnation name. Yeah. But her real name Cookie. That's cute. Hey Cookie. But
it's freaking hilarious. And she came running in after all that bad luck. She was like, "Take it."
And they were like, "What do we do with this?" And she just like threw it in his mouth. They were like, "No."
Child, I'm sorry. She was a real one for that because y'all over here wasting time. We gotta try something.
Like she said, put it in his mouth.
Just let him swallow it like
no. It wasn't her that put it in his mouth. Wasn't it V that put it in it? It was V, wasn't it?
It was her because V was like holding him because he was shaking. And she just came and like snatched out of his hand and like threw it in his mouth and held her hand over his mouth. And he swallowed it. Okay. And they were like, no!
They were like, what the fuck? No. I don't know why I thought it was V that put it in his mouth.
Chance. It's because they were both like literally right there at the same time.
Child. But
this shit took me out.
I think the progression from San literally being just and one thing I do want to point out, Tao played such a good like young old man. It was like,
my God.
It was like perfect because you would see how he would interact with the world, and it's like the way he interacted, even with his like what was it, grandson or his like uncle or whatever. The guy that was like physically older.
That was his grandson. Grandson.
It's like this man is definitely, he looks physically older.
He reminded me of my grandfather, how he acted.
and then San is over here like actually acting like a grandpa. And I'm like, this is so crazy. But I think the progression from San just being so adamant that V was not white, and obviously there was like a little bit of like internal discovery there because he was like, this is a man. And it's like I kind of understood him a little bit because he comes from a century ago. Like obviously people
things were way different.
Yeah. Obviously people were gaying in back in 100 years ago too. But it's like, as far as like wide acceptance and like it being something that wasn't taboo, that's not on his brain, right? Yet. He was like, what? He's like, what? And so, but then him having these little dreams about V, you know, because V was a little fine Cinderoni or whatever.
So what?
Fine
Cinderoni.
Look, and he was like, hold it. I mean, a hole's a hole. Look, like, what you mean? What you mean?
Chill. But that's what I love when series does stuff like this, where it's like what's known doesn't have to be said. Like it was just so natural how he started, because it made it feel like it was more so about the fact that it wasn't his original love. Like he was trying to find Wyatt versus like, oh, it's a guy, like whatever. He was just like, no, this is not what I'm supposed to like. It's not her. But it just felt so natural how like he started to care and like the love wound. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. And it's
when
like,
he was outside of his door confessing, I was like, shut up. You're so cute.
That was, oh my God. I teared up a little bit when that part came up, but
I'm crying.
No, and it's like there was a lot of, I don't want to say a lot because I really think it was kind of like a little passerby discourse about whether or not it was a BL because people were like, well, he's falling in love with the soul of a woman. And I'm like, but physically I was like, this is a totally different person.
But that was also at the beginning.
Right.
Because then he realized, like, you know what I mean?
And it's like, for one, V is a totally different person. I think people were caught up in if they're reincarnated, this person is what in every way. And it's like, no, it's just that their soul is like a part of this person, but V is very much his own person because like V was totally different from Y. Like V was very aloof. He was very like happy-go-lucky, energetic, spicy, like I said, a little tenderoni. And Watt was this very like regal, kind of astute person. She was very like, and it's probably like a product of the family that she grew up in, but she just did not seem as crazy as V was, So he's a different person.
Was like, you can't possibly
be her,
because ain't no way.
Because what? And I love the message that that they gave in the series too. Because one thing that San was hung up on was the fact that V wasn't like Y, right? Yeah. And one thing he couldn't let go of was that he had to wait for her. Like, and he had to, like, he was so caught up on, I have to find her before my 100 years is up. But one thing that V said to San was, don't you think that your loved one would have wanted you to move on? You got this 100 years to like, you curse yourself for 100 years just to find this one person, and you may not ever find her. Like, wouldn't it be so much better for you to just live the life that you wanted to live and move on, And granted, when that stuff first happens, like you can't put a time limit on the grieving process. That's
no. That boy was grieving for 100 years.
He wasn't. That was crazy though.
That's crazy.
Like commitment. My boy is committed. Period.
He was a loyal.
That's a good quality to have. But like, just your loved one will want you to. If they really are your loved one, they will want you to move on and be, happy. So
it was that loyalty that had him battling his feelings, had him dreaming about V being in, like, all of his memories were swapping from Watt to V's image. Like,
it was it was him wanting Watt herself, and now you're also like locked in with this 5 shades stone, and you like it's like you have to now, but at the same time it's like you should have just lived your life, and but this was a lesson that he needed to learn. Sometimes you got to get to the end of that road and be about to lose everything before you learn a lesson, because
hit rock bottom before you learn your lesson.
Us as humans, we don't like to learn within the lesson. We like to wait till the lesson is about to be over, and then we got to test
and then
to like cram and study to catch up. Yeah. That's just how it goes.
I'm crying. It's still like, I was thinking about the other day. V was dead ass 24, and San was like was a whole 100.
I mean, physically, like his body stopped aging at like 25, 26.
Yeah. But
he was 100.
Like, God damn. You a whole honey.
You an old ass man.
Yeah, he was still cute.
Now we talk about age gaps. That's a motherfucking age gap.
That's our age gap, boo. That was our age gap.
It's like, oh my God, how old are you?
I'm 24. The other one seems so small.
My man is 100.
Yeah, honey.
He got them years. He got the experience.
Okay. serious, Bookie. He does seen it all.
He does
seen a whole evolution of the world.
But you see, I mean, he didn't exactly waste all his time though, because he definitely, for his family,
he made some money moves.
He built that generational wealth. Like you had 100 years, so you had time to acquire assets and equity and stuff, and then pass it down to all of your generations.
Didn't he build like a whole, not like a town, but like a whole like area or something?
Yeah, he like helped like build the area. That's why he never worked. He ain't worked because like there's just money over 100 years that have accrued just sitting there, and assets and physical like child.
I need that generation.
I was like, oh my God. Like that's the way you do it.
Oh my freaking God.
I thought it was so interesting, and I have to apologize to the actor that played his cousin, because tell me why. When you know the scene where he stabbed,
Did you roast him?
Inadvertently, like it wasn't on purpose, but like in the scene where he like stabbed V. So I guess I was like, that has to be his cousin, because like his cousin just seems so sketchy.
Oh hell yeah!
Tell me when he came out, like out the door, he was wearing black, and I was like, it can't be his cousin, because he got a little belly on him. I know the actor that has it, like that plays him, has like abs for days, and I was like, it can't. He got a little belly on him. It's not him. And then it was him, and I was like, I apologize for my reaction though. I was like, I'm so sorry, because I accidentally took a hit at you because I was trying to figure out who it was. So I was like, okay, his body type ain't the same, but you were wearing like clothes, and I think you were wearing like layers. So
it was so easy to clock the cousin from the very beginning.
Oh hell
I was like, I would stop telling him information. Yeah, he don't need to know nothing.
Because the way he comes in, like onto your estate, so like entitled, and I'm pretty sure like, San like he felt. I think that's why he kept him at an arm's length distance, because San was like, "You are my family, but that's all."
Nah.
That's it.
And then he even told him everything about the stone. I was like, pipe down.
I wish though.
Y'all talking too much. What?
I wish they would have connected the like villain to the story a little bit more, because it's kind of like we were missing something with him. Is because at first I was like, oh, this is what's his face that like accidentally shot Watt. Like he happened to like also maybe
I thought
live.
It was third too.
Yeah, third. That's it. Like
I thought it was him too.
Or Try. Wasn't his name was Try? Wasn't
his name was like Try or something like that in the past, but he was third as the doctor.
Yeah. I was like, oh, it's him, and then it wasn't, and I was like, okay, who is this man? It just seemed like they kind of like threw him in there, but it's not like in a bad way.
An intro, but it was like real quick.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And I feel like that was to put like up a smoke and mirror, like.
yeah. It was just kind of. It was. I guess it was there to kind of like maybe throw us off to the fact that like there was another person that was actually Try reincarnated. And like I said, smoke and mirrors, because San thought he was like,
because every time he popped up, it was just conflict. So it was like you didn't like him because you knew the family didn't like him. But unless you peeped everything, like you could get like sus vibes from him from jump, because he was just too invested in certain stories. And I was like, y'all, I feel like we need to watch him.
Yeah.
I was like,
but then he turned out just being, a normal guy. That was, honestly, I did ship him and V.
No, wait. Are you talking about the dude that ran the temple?
No. I'm talking about the villain dude, the dude that was in the wheelchair. I thought he.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the cousin still. Never mind.
No, but I
void
wasn't.
Everything I said prior to that, because I thought you were talking. I did not know you were talking about the guy in the wheelchair.
Oh no, yeah.
I thought you were talking about somebody completely different. So everything I said has nothing to do with that guy in the wheelchair.
Honestly, it went because I thought you were talking about like Try and like because he was suspicious at first, and then he turned out being like a cool guy. But
no. I do feel like though the dude I was talking about the cousin the whole time. But the dude in the wheelchair though, I do feel like he was like some gangster, but this is just my own theory because again they never really said what he was. And what's his face was indebted to him, and because he was sick, he ended up telling him about the stone, and that's why he was on Son's ass. That's what I feel, because the dude wanted to live and he didn't want to like pass away from being sick. Because I was like, you really didn't have no connection to Son outside of dude.
You were just there.
That knew everything. Yeah.
Like, that was it. I was like, I just wish they would have connected him a little bit more. But it's fine. Everything else surrounding this story was so good to me.
Overall, rewatchable.
Yeah, very rewatchable.
For me.
Like, I just need them to put it on somewhere other than Netflix so I can watch it without a VPN. But, you know.
Oh, it is on Netflix.
Oh, but it's on YouTube. But some of I don't know if they've subbed the like other episodes because some of the episodes weren't subbed.
Where did I watch it? Oh, I watched it on Gaga. That's where I watched it.
Oh,
yeah, it's on Gaga.
Never mind.
I was like, I don't remember watching it on Netflix.
I watched it on Netflix because I be having issues with Gaga. But yeah. But anyways, let us know what you think about Century of Love. If you are going to the New York fan meet for DaouOffroad and Off-Road, let us know in the comments as well. I will be there. So, like, let us know.
Period.
And manifest that we get DaouOffroad on the basic chat period. That'd be so great.
Manifest.
You know what I should do? I should go up there. I should go over there with like a microphone with like a little the basic chat circle logo on it, like, hey.
And take a picture. Manifest.
Manifesting.
I would pass out. Oh my God. I'd be so nervous. Okay.
But anyways, guys, follow all the social medias, like, subscribe, comment, and we will see you in the next episode of TBC Review Miss. Bye. Get the fuck out.
It do be my nails that makes my heart look ugly because when I ain't got no nails, it looks cute.